Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Walkman show.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the My Walkman Talk Show. And today, as always, it's me, Kuzi, and with
Marcus.
And today, we are doing our third recording on ways you can make money in Nigeria as a Nigerian youth that are legal, ways that you don't have to steal from anyone, legal ways that you can take your step by step, and eventually you come up with something.
Here, as usual, we do start by saying we are not expert at any of this field. We just want to brainstorm, and most of our shows are just on the spot reasoning. So we just bring up a problem or an idea, and we try to deliberate on these ideas and see how it can benefit the youth and the public in general. So today we are going to continue from our talk on our last show about art. Art is one of the ways we have discovered that through art you can actually start from having nothing, and then you can build yourself to start doing something and earning a lot from it. That's what we have discovered, and we are going to be throwing more light on art in general. Exactly. Like yesterday we talked about different aspects of art. We deliberated on painting yesterday. Today we are going to be throwing a light on drawing, and then we are going to be talking on music and other voice art.
Exactly. So, like Marcus has said, yesterday we talked extensively on art and the type of art we
dealt with. Yeah. All right. So let's get
should we cut it or should we continue?
We'll cut this part out.
Can leave it. Anyways, fuck it.
Always on the spot, so we try to make it a little bit fun.
Let's just continue recording, because if we stop, we'll keep stopping and stopping. So, guys, in case you see a break in this video, we'll add the bloopers at the end so you can watch. So, anyways, back to what we're talking about, art. Like Marcus has said, art is a way you can make money in Nigeria that is you don't need any initial startup capital. And some of the areas of art: drawing, singing, acting, dancing, videography, sculpting, like basically any form of talent that you have, any way that you can present yourself, any way that you can show to people that's entertaining, that people find attractive and they look at and they're like, oh, look at this wonderful drawing and stuff like that, is a way you can help yourself in this country. Is a way you can earn a living in Nigeria. Is a way you can make ends meet. Is a way that can change your life for good. So I encourage people out there, like, if you are interested in any of these things, you have a passion for drawing, it's something you can actually sit down, double down, and try to get into more and more. So like what we talked of yesterday, drawing. So, and as always, we're not experts in this field, but we're just trying to put ourselves out there to encourage you to get started and to also be impacted by other experts who want to like come and throw more light into these things. Exactly. So a tip for you, if you are like you want to get started with art, especially the drawing type of art, you can get like a pen and paper and decide to buy like a book, like a notebook, a 80 leaves notebook, and just draw all through that notebook. Like fill up the page of that notebook with your drawing. So
that's how to see progress, how you're developing your skill, and with a long run. That's why everything we are talking about in this show, we are always talking about how you can promote yourself, how you can put yourself out there, whatever you are doing, no matter what you are doing. And today now we're deliberating on art. In all these things we are talking about now, you can put yourself out there by going. One of our sessions, I think we talk about YouTube and doing all these things. So even when you have drawn a lot, you can document your process and put it out there for people to see. That's a way. Social media, marketing yourself through social media. Nowadays, you don't really need people around. You don't really need people to put yourself out there. You just need to have a phone, a phone that is connected to the internet, and then you put yourself out there. Dancing is also a form of art. you can just be dancing to different things. You see now there's TikTok, there are other social media platforms where you can just put yourself out there, and people will catch up with you. People will get involved with you, and then you see by so doing you have started making something out for yourself.
Exactly. So let's also look at some other form of art. So let's look at, for instance, sculpting now. So if you're a sculptor, you know how to make images like you see those Benin Max and Ife terracotta stuff like that. Yeah. Those are like wonderful art forms that some of it now are unfortunately getting stolen or missing, because people are no longer interested in it. They think, oh, there's no money in art, there's nothing in art. But today I'm here to tell you otherwise. Like, there's still, art is still booming. There's still like a lot going on in the art space. There's still like wonderful things happening. So it's a way for you as a Nigerian youth to start creating content around art, to start making art, to start like doing things that you know, okay, you're passionate about, and all that. So we've looked at two areas now: sketch, drawing, painting, sculpting, which is okay, 3 areas.
Yeah.
So
going,
what other segments of art can we look at now?
We'll look at the voice, and because I think this is an aspect that people don't really know about, so you're going to throw light on this.
Exactly. So basically, yes. So there's a form of art called voice acting. So, and in voice acting, what you do is like you just talk. So for my anime fans out there, if you watch anime, you know most of those characters, the voice coming out from them is a real life human being behind the scene who's just speaking and talking behind the scene. So that's something you can do as an individual, training your voice, speaking daily, trying to like communicate with people, your intonation, your articulation. It's something you can do. Even this show we're doing right now is part of us trying to train our voice, trying to train our articulation, how we can put things together, put information together in a way that, okay, it's useful to people, that people can look at and be like, okay, they got value from this thing. So in essence, now this is something you can start with. You can start, so long as you have a phone. It doesn't have to be a very big phone. A small phone without like very no, you don't need too much for voice acting. All right, you don't need to you just need something to record your voice. And but also too, maybe because some phones, they tend to change your voice when you record with them, so you may need like a little mic or so, or your earpiece can work fine actually. Your earpiece has a mic, so you can use your earpiece as a way to train your voice. You make recordings of your voice, you listen to it, and you see how like, okay, it's going and everything like that. So apologies guys if maybe we're not coming out as strong as we did yesterday. It's crazy hot here. I mean, it's like, I don't know how many degrees it is in Nigeria today, but
we're really
sweating. These are some of the issues we have in this country, and as sure as hell, there's no lights. Nigeria, Nepal, Wahala. So yeah, we're also trying to just keep things as original as possible, but still trying to be impactful, still trying to like communicate something to you guys on how you can make money, on how you can earn a living. And we're looking at art today. We've looked at a couple. We've looked at sketch. We've looked at painting. We've looked at sculpting. We've looked at voice training. And
I think you should throw more light into this voice art.
Yeah, this voice acting is it's just something that you really want to consider, because it's easy. The cost of entry is very low. I don't think a lot of people are doing it right now. There are very few people who are like, okay, they are training to be a voice actor. And there are other areas too. I just remembered now that you asked for more light, that you can be enlightened as a voice actor in game designs. Okay, if you are a gamer also, you know that, okay, when you are playing games, there's like these cut scenes where they just act like a small movie. Most of those scenes are done by voice actors. So it's a very lucrative thing in the long run. I don't know how well it pays in short term, but also if you go on Fiverr, there are people searching for Nigerian male voice actors, actually foreign clients who will pay you money for being a voice actor. So you just have to, like, they will give you a script, you read the message, and you get paid directly to your account. So it's just a wonderful time, and everything can be done over the internet as usual. You get, so you can start training your voice, start posting short clips on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on SoundCloud. But the bottom line of all of this is that you just have to start doing something. You just have to start trying. You just have to start putting in the effort. Don't be lazy. Don't make excuses. Pick up your phone and start doing the recording today. And before you know, within the next 3 to 6 months, we don't know where it might take you, but it surely would put you out there for exposure. Like, the more you are able to put yourself out there, the more you are able to, like, say your own piece of something. People will be interested in the long run. So that's all I have for voice acting, and it's everything I just came up with right now. And
okay, there's something people might be looking at, like, because this is like new to some people actually right now.
Okay,
so they're going to be like, okay, where is the market for this? I've not really seen people in need of this thing. And there's something we were talking about, I think some time back, where, like, market always creates itself.
Yeah, exactly.
You just need to have a something you are selling.
Exactly.
And the market is going. The way the digital world works right now is that the market comes to you. You create the market yourself.
Exactly.
You can just start something that nobody has done, and then you put it out there, and you see that the market is going to come to you.
Exactly.
So that's one thing you need to understand, and that's why whatever we are talking about, we actually link it up to the digital world. Because that's where the world is going to right now. That's where the world is at right now. And in the digital world, things are very easy. Putting yourself out there is so easy now, and people looking for you is so, like, you will be surprised that in 3 months' time, what you have achieved by just starting now will be so enormous that you won't be able to remember that I just started this thing 3 months ago. Because the market is coming to you. Whatever you're doing, even if your music, you can just be singing. And then
I want to make a reference also. I think, I don't know when this, sorry to cut you off, you'd continue. There was this girl that trended recently, Precious. She was just like doing a voice duet to a very popular song, and her voice now is just like being used by so many celebrities, DJs in their song, and she has just kind of like blown up just like that. So
just that sound
and just that one line. So basically that's just the kind of time we're in now. Whatever you do can profit, so long as you put your mind to it, so long as you stick through it. You don't do it today and tomorrow you stop because you are having challenges. We were having challenges doing this talk show. You'll be surprised like how many times we've tried to set up this video, different locations, and many times we failed. Like, it's so crazy, because if you followed our first video episode, the background has been completely different. So, but we're not letting it stop us. You should not let it stop you too. Start with what you have. If you are able to see this video at all, if you are able to see our broadcast at all, basically just know that you have everything you need to get started.
Yes,
that's just all. You have everything you need to get started. And
disposal.
Yeah, and the theme of our show, basically my Workman show, is on how you can earn a living, how you can make money, how you can go places, how you can live a comfortable life,
and you can get better at what you are doing.
Get better at what you are doing also. So don't just limit yourself. Don't just be like, oh, you can't do this, you don't have that, you are not this, you are not that. Put in the work, put in the time, make research, and we on our own too will still. We are not going to remain like this. We are going to do more research. We are going to do more. We are going to get better. We are going to get more set up and everything. But we don't want to wait, say, oh, we are trying to gather this money, we are trying to gather that money before we get started. That's why we are here today. We are doing this because, like, no matter what, let's just start now. Because if we don't start now, the time is going. The time is going, and time waits for no man. And before you know it, 10-20 years later, we'll be like, oh, we had this idea to start this thing, but we did not start. So time has already passed you by. So whatever you are doing, whatever you are trying to accomplish, if you are really interested in getting started with art, painting, sketch, videography, voice acting, now is the time to start. There are no better time to start. If you want to be a singer, you want to be like one of the top singers. One thing I admire a lot about Davido, I remember when Davido first started, the backlash he received was like
your voice is so
bad. You can't sing. Oh, what's this, rich kid? Like so many backlash, but he did not let that stop him. He stayed focused, kept pushing on, kept putting out songs like that back to back and everything.
And today, when you hear his voice, it's so unique that you must know how that's
Davido. Exactly. So that's
basically what we're trying to tell you guys. Put yourself out there, no matter how poor you think your art is.
Let me throw in a Nigerian lingo. No matter how death row you think you might be, there is always something out there for you, and you never can tell.
Something unique in all of us,
and you never can really tell, because there's another song quote again. I can't remember the lyrics, but it was like, if you don't get money, hide your face. But if you don't have money, you should actually show your face. Make person help you.
Yeah,
actually,
I think that's what we actually conduct from that song that time.
So
show yourself, so that people will see you.
People
want to help you.
We help you. So if
that's what we need ourselves actually.
Exactly.
We need each other to actually promote ourselves, to actually grow.
Exactly.
So our what we are really pointing at here is that whatever you are doing, the digital platform is there for you to put yourself.
Exactly.
And whatever you think you are doing, art, because most times people feel like, oh, I'm drawing and this is art. You know, remember in school you have the science student and then the art student. The art student believe in art, like physical, natural things. They don't believe in going to the other side of things.
Exactly.
But what we are telling you now is that digitally you can take your art anywhere. Now you need to digitalize whatever you're doing. That's one thing you guys need to do. Digitalize it. Your acting, your filmmaking, any talent you think you have, even whatever you're doing, just put it out there for people to see, and you'll be surprised at the attention that thing that you feel is very.
And the reality about what now is that attention is kind of like the new currency, because it's just like what
the more attention you get,
the more
money you can get.
It's just what it is now. Like you don't have to like know so much, do so much. You can, if so long as you can attract attention of people, even in your physical business self, as down as it is to like selling petrol, as like the more attractive your petrol filling station looks like, the more two petrol sellers may be in the same road, but like the one that's like all light and clean and fancy and all that is the one that
want to go
there more, even if they have bad fuel or whatever. Like they've made their money basically. You just go, you would always get customers. Maybe I'm talking rubbish. Basically, I'm not claiming to be an expert on these topics. That's what we always say. So, but we're just here talking to you every day for these 30 minutes, and we're just trying to like say the things that comes to our mind regarding what we think about making money in Nigeria as young, talented people, or young people who don't have anyone that they can call and be like, oh, come and help us or something like that.
Another thing, as a young talented person, what we are telling you, what we are trying to do is that document your process. Because in the long run, this process is going to people are actually going to pay to see this your process.
Exactly.
Like the example you are giving, that if you want to start drawing, just get maybe a drawing sheet, a full drawing sheet, and start drawing and seeing that, oh, today I made this progress, tomorrow I made this progress. Digitalize it, that is, record these things that you are doing and put it online.
Exactly.
For people to see. And when you are now good, this your book now, this your drawing book that you left at, this is what I did. Put it out for auction. And you see how much. Crazy.
Like what you just said now it's really wow. Imagine if Davido or Wizkid kept their very, very, very first songs, their early recordings of their songs. Like, people they would go crazy, like they want to hear how was this guy sounding, what was it,
let's see how he evolved.
And if you take note too, like most of these top artists, their original song never goes out of, like their very, very first song that made them go viral, the one that blows them up, it never goes out of line. Like, I think yesterday I was listening on the radio and I heard this D'banj song, I've been bad and I know it's not, like, bro, that song is like gold.
It's new
in 10 years. Indeed, it's new every morning, because so that's what we're just trying to say, that you don't even know, nobody knows like the thing that's going to like shoot them into the limelight. So just try, take your shots, put in the effort, document the process and put it out there. Use social media, use TikTok, use Instagram, use YouTube Reels, use Instagram Reels, use Twitter, use LinkedIn. These are platforms that are already there for you, and the crazy thing is that all of these platforms are free. And the truth of the matter is that we don't know when it will happen, but with the rate at which things are going now, these platforms will soon become paid. You would have to pay to use Facebook, basically it's going to happen. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I feel that's like where we're going now, because they're basically just giving you free entertainment. Everybody nowadays, like, you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? You check your phone, you check your WhatsApp status, you check your Instagram, you check your Facebook. Imagine now in the near future now, before you can check anything, you'd have to like subscribe, even if it's as low as $1. Think about it, like Facebook has over 1 billion downloads, and you'd have to pay like $1 per month to use Facebook. Like, you have to pay, because it's just a part of our life now that you can't really like do without. So these are the things that we're trying to get to you. Like, the earlier you start building your brand on this platform, the better or the easier it is for you to monetize, or the easier it is for you to like reap the rewards of the future tech revolution, the future digital revolution that's coming on. And this thing deals on like you being consistent. It doesn't mean like you do today, tomorrow you don't do, you stop.
Just
consistency. Give this thing a shot. Do it for like the next 1, 2, 3 years. 3 years maximum. If you try to record yourself every day for 3 years and nothing comes out of it, like, then you can know like, oh yeah, you've actually tried to do this thing. Sorry, I'm holding the mic, I'm talking for so long, but there's this video I saw on YouTube. This guy basically just snapped a photo of himself every day for the past 10 years, I think, or so, since he was in like high school or secondary school. Like, since he was 13 till he got married at 25. It was for 12 years. It's not a picture every day for 12 years. And that video has, I don't know, the last time I saw it was over 100 million views. And from that one video now, he found his niche and is producing content regularly now, and the platform is paying him now for AdSense on that video. And that's just what this thing is all about, really. So trying to find your niche, trying to build your brand around an audience, trying to put yourself out there, trying to make sure like, okay, people see what you're doing. And it's everywhere, it's everything you do. You wake up in the morning, you can snap your face, post online. It's while living in a different era now, where it's not like, oh, you're trying to fake it so you make it. People want to see the real you now. They want to see like the real, original, unedited content. So that's part of why we won't be editing most of our videos. We won't be trying to fine tune it or everything, but just give it to you as it comes.
Whatever mistake we encounter now, we'll correct it in the next one.
In the next one.
It's all about progress, getting better.
Exactly. That's just what we're doing. We're publicly documenting our journey on how we made it in Nigeria, under the circumstances that we were dead, under the cards that we were dead, and we're looking at various ways we can do it together. And this way we're trying. No, I'm going to stop talking right now. I know we talked about this privately, but say your piece on the matter.
All right.
I've been talking for too long.
Yeah, that's it. That's just basically what it is. And art has really made us talk a lot into different things. You see, that's how powerful art is. I was thinking just now, even down to juggling of ball. You can keep juggling ball and uploading this content, juggling ball if you are good at it, and uploading this content, and then before you know, you become a public figure, you become an influencer, and there are people are paying you to run ad by you. That's just how this thing work, and that's why we're telling you guys that, see, no matter what you are doing, as long as you have a smartphone, get yourself out there. Just start putting out content. It might not be what you are involved in right now, it might not be what you are doing right now, it might not be what you have passion on, but put yourself out there. You see, imagine you've started putting yourself out there and then you are popular. It will be very easy for you to sell your clothes if you're a tailor, if you're a fashion designer.
Exactly.
Are you saying
the attention is the currency. You've already gotten that
attention is a very valuable currency right now. And then you will not start from where people are starting again, because you are there, you're already in the up. You start giving people on your terms. The market will not be you creating the value for yourself, and what you want to do, that's what you do. That's what we're just trying to tell you. Just create content, put yourself out there, let people know you. Imagine Kabilem. He just started doing something that people were like, this guy is weird. You saw that during COVID. He has one of the biggest TikTok followers
just by reacting.
Just reaction. You see? And now imagine that guy starts a brand on something. You know how that is already global.
It's already global.
So that's what we're saying. Put yourself out there, start doing content, and just see where it goes. Tomorrow you are a student right now, start doing. You can just document your journey.
Entire school session, from the time you got your admission to the time you graduated your university.
How stressful it was, how happy, the parties you went to, the times you made mistakes.
And the thing is that
content that people are going to enjoy seeing.
Yeah, basically.
And people enjoy seeing this thing now. Is putting you in the map. People have seen you, they've known your face, they've known your art, they've known your name already. Exactly. And then tomorrow you bring a brand back, people already know you and you are popular. Your brand is selling.
And
simple.
With this level of branding, is that everybody will eventually get to the point where they need to be branded. Not branded as in branded, but like you need to have a public brand to do business, because now once you have a public brand, it's easier to do business.
Yes,
it's way easier because you have something to lose if you become like if you are a bad actor. Okay, if you try to cheat people or try to like rob people of their money, because once you like, it's just if you are not a good person,
when you are already popular, you will be giving qualities.
Exactly. So it's
not room for errors or downplay of things. There's room for error, but then there's no room for something that is not up to standard. You just start from standard level. That's just it.
Exactly. So that's just the thing with what we're trying to say, is that once you know you're a good person and you want to do good in this world, you're not trying to scam anybody, you're not trying to steal it from anybody, you don't have any reason not to put your brand out there. Exactly. You don't have any reason not to say, oh, okay, let me like talk to people about my work, let me document my work. It's easy. I mean, don't feel like, oh,
this is art. This is the art we're talking about.
Exactly.
Just art.
I
think YouTube is the best place to promote art, by just documenting things and just showing the world that
exactly.
Of course,
and the nice thing is that you are showing the world the real thing. It's not like the one that Google says like this is how it is here. This is how it is here.
This is what I did when I did not read. I failed.
Exactly.
This is what I did when I tried to do this thing. I did anyhow. So it's just your real life. You're just showing people.
And we're all
reality.
We're all humans. Show. Eventually, you would make mistake. Reality should. Example: look at the Kim Kardashian. Like, yo, this
just document
from boom. That's just what they did.
When they start a clothing line, is blast. When they start anything, blast. That's just what we're talking.
It's just like they got the alpha earlier, before anybody else could get to it. So start today. You've got nothing to lose. There's no shame in doing this thing. It's what it is now. It's the generation we're in now.
Yeah.
It's
always
not like
remember to digitalize whatever you're doing.
Yeah, digitalize it, because that's just where we are at now. It's not going away anytime soon. We are going to keep doing this. It's even going to get bigger. Social media is not going anywhere. It's getting bigger. It's there to stay, and you need to put your personal brand out there. You need to start posting more videos, connecting with fellow like-minded people, and showing us the journey of how you moved from where you are today. So,
alright, that brings us to the end of today's section. Till we meet again, I remain Marcus.
And I'm Cozy, and if for any reason this video is not as long as our normal video, it's either maybe we edited some of the bloopers out, but we may
just put it there too, also for you guys to see, like, this was a mistake. We almost fucked up during the video, but then sorry for the effort. I'm sorry about that.
Maybe,
but then we
plan on having like younger people watch the show. Or
sorry for that word.
No, it's okay. I think our audience is between the range of 18 and above. Yeah, so it's cool.
But 15 and above,
I think I've sweared on some other episodes. Like I said, shit.
No swear word next time. Thank you.